Hey, welcome back. Sorry I'm a little late. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you might be. I have 3 more of these to do, and then I unlock the fancy schmancy VIP jobs. I hope nothing really too bad goes wrong this time. Today has been fraught with bugs. And that's the last thing I want to do is show Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 being buggy. But today has just been pretty outrageous. Alright, so we're going to be in a Cessna C400 Corvalis TT. Don't know what the TT means. Okay. First thing I want to do is make sure Bush Talk Radio is on. So go to the Bush Talk client there. Okay, I've got a green little flashing light down there, so that should be connected. Let's see if we can pick up the signal. Not yet. It's on the wrong screen. One moment. Yeah, I'm a little late today doing some testing. There we are, up in the way up northeast United States. Huh, Canterbury? We're named after all these places from the UK. So here we're at Danielson Airport. KLZD. Killingly. And right at the moment, I couldn't tell you which direction we're going to go. I think we're going west. We'll know more in a moment. But now you know where we're at. Okay. I'm hearing a lot of chatter about Half-Life 3 coming out. That would be interesting. After all this time, it should be like mind-blowing. Should be. It's a nice looking little plane. If I remember right, this is the one that yeah, the little wood handles. So posh. I think that would be strange. I can't, that to me that would be really weird to fly the aircraft with a joystick that's off-centered like that. Right? It doesn't, don't you think that would be weird? Same with the co-pilot on their side, the right-hand stick. That seems like it would be really, really awkward.
So we've begun boarding. Step aboard and make yourself comfortable. Wilco Captain, they're on their way. Have a good flight.
That seems rather alien. Who knows though? I mean, unless you try flying it that way. I mean,
Be welcome, sir.
You might be like, this is the way we're supposed to be doing it.
Important thing in Molten Borough waiting for me. Thanks, appreciate it. They mentioned at the gate that the network would be available throughout the flight. I need it for some important calls, Captain. So please make sure not to cut off my connection without notifying me.
Let me turn that desktop audio off. Sure. I will do my best to not cut off your internet. I've never found an internet button in here to turn on the Wi-Fi.
Good morning. It's Phil. Just wanted to say hi before you leave to Molten Borough. Mr. Bright will be aboard soon. I know you'll give him a warm welcome. He's close to one of our top clients who booked a flight for him. Have a great flight.
Why, thanks, Phil.
Kilo Lima, Zulu, Delta, Traffic Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 2010 is taxiing to runway tree 1.
Yeah, this is the plane that as soon as you take it out of park, without applying any power, any throttle whatsoever, she takes off. I got a speeding ticket earlier. I shouldn't have stopped her. That was probably a good thing. Here comes a bus. You're gonna clip our wing, man. That would have taken our wing right off, I think. Nice caravan, couple of caravans. That one's floating in the air. It's got the electromagnetic technology. Secret Tesla tech. Look at this fast little thing over here. Is that a DA? More Tesla tech there, floating off the ground, walking on sunshine. Oh, that's like looks like a fighter jet. Oh, the A-10. Whoa, easy, easy. You little demon.
Sir, good morning and welcome aboard this first-class wings flight to Moultonborough. I'm your captain and pilot today. Estimated flight time is 30 minutes. We're on time for departure, waiting for takeoff clearance. I'll keep you informed during the flight if anything important comes up. Thank you.
Look at me. I am the pilot now. Things are moving so fast, a Tuesday feels like a Friday.
Kilo Lima, Zulu, Delta, Traffic Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 2010, taking off runway, tree 1 north departure. Sir, welcome on board this flight to Moultonborough. I'm here to ensure you have an enjoyable journey today. If there is anything I can do to make your flight more comfortable, please let me know. Please fasten your seatbelt. And remember, this is a non-smoking flight. You'll find a safety briefing card in the seat pocket in front of you. Prepare for takeoff. Thank you.
That's how you know it's not me. Because I wouldn't say that. I would say it's a smoking flight. Don't burn anything. Okay. And there's beverages under the seat. And I've also brought some snacks. So okay. Some things we didn't do this time around, I'm getting antsy as well, is on. I was looking for the lights in this thing. Required above 18,000 feet vapor suppressor. It's a new one for me. A backup pump. Cool. A rudder hold and go around. Interesting. I've just now seen this for the first time. A speed brake? Speed brake. Wow. I like it. What about our lights? I don't know. Where are the landing light, taxi light, and others? Okay, so there's our autopilot stuff. Huh. Sorry, fellas, I'm trying to get used to this plane. Where the heck are the lights? I would think for sure that they would be up here. But no. Well, you know what? When I'm trying to get it right, I can't find them. All right, well, we'll just take any sort of hit that they want to give us for not having the right lights on. She's a neat little plane. There's a lot to this to explore. Aha! Look it, there they are. What was our cruising altitude? Forty feet, flight level 40. So 4,000, right? Question mark, question mark. So let's dial that in. And we'll set that to yaw damper on, flight level change, and to nav. Get prepared. Need to have the OBS set to GPS. I'm sorry, the CDI, my bad. To GPS. And we should be good. Okay. All right. Cross fingers. Now, earlier today, the biggest bug that we've been having is that it will just suddenly decide to crash on takeoff. It happened in the TBM again today, earlier. I don't have my fingers on any buttons in particular. I'm just holding the joystick and keeping it straight down the runway. My fingers aren't touching any keys on the keyboard. So far, so good.
Approach Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 2010 is type 1 miles northwest of Kilo Lima, Zulu Delta, 500 feet. Request flight following. Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 2010 approach. Squawk 7144.
7144.
Squawk 7144 Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 2010.
Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 2010, radar contact 2 miles northwest of Kilo Lima Zulu Delta, 1,400 feet, altimeter 29er. 9 or 2.
2992.
Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 2010, did you copy?
Copy that.
Roger, Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 2010. Approach Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 2010, 3 miles northwest of Kilo Lima Zulu Delta, 2,500 foot, request IFR to 5 Tree November Hotel, ready to copy.
Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 2010 is cleared to 5 Tree November Hotel Airport as filed. Squawk 7144.
Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 2010, cleared to 5 Tree November Hotel Airport is filed. Squawk 7144.
Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 2010, readback correct. Radar contact 3,400 feet, altimeter 29er. 9er 2, turn right heading 025, resume on navigation climb and maintain 4,000 feet.
Turn right heading 025, resume own navigation climb and maintain 4,000 foot. Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 2010.
Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 2010, contact Boston Center on 12485. Good day.
That is a lot of air traffic control chatting.
5 Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 2010. Boston Center, Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 2010 is passing 4,300 feet, descending 4,000 feet.
Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 2010, Boston Center, altimeter 29er. 9er 2, radar contact continue.
My lord. Everybody's a chatty Cathy today.
Sir, glad to be your captain today. First, I'd like to welcome you on behalf of First Class Wings on Flight FCW 2010. We are currently cruising at an altitude of 3,800 feet at an airspeed of 150 knots. It's 10:45 a.m. and are expecting to land in Moultonborough approximately at 4:10 a.m. local time. Current temperature of 59 degrees Fahrenheit. If the weather cooperates, we should get a great view of the area as we descend. I'll update you before we reach our destination. Until then, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight.
Yes. Oh, now our reviews aren't working. That one is. Uh-oh, I think it just blew us out of the cockpit. That is another bug we've been having today. We're not in the cockpit. Huh. All right. Let's check Bush Talk and see if there's any points of interest nearby we can get an audio tour for. Coming up on this body of water in front of us called... or something, sir. Lake... Chaba... How do you pronounce this? Lake Chabanagunggamog. Let's hear how the AI pronounces this.
Lake Shobunagwo-Morg, also known as Webster Lake,
okay,
is a lake in the town of Webster, Massachusetts. It is located near the Connecticut border and has a surface area of 1,442 acres. The name attracts many tourists. The lake has become famous beyond central Massachusetts for having the longest name of any geographic feature in all of the United States. The lake has been known, from early times, by various names, but historians agree that all these names bear the same meaning: fishing place at the boundary.
Fishing place at the boundary. We're in drone, but now the drone's not working. Wow. Okay. Sorry. Sometimes when you switch planes, it does weird things. This one is Cessna. Well, we don't have the Cessna one. Okay. All right. I think we're in business.
Shobunagwan Morgue, also known as
Shobunagwan Morgue,
lake in the town of Webster, Massachusetts. It is located near the Connecticut border and has a surface area of 1,442 acres. The name attracts many tourists. The lake has become famous beyond central Massachusetts for having the longest name of any geographic feature in all of the United States.
You're not kidding.
The lake has been known, from early times, by various names, but historians agree that all these names bear the same meaning: fishing place at the boundary.
I don't know that we're going to get to see it. It's going to be probably at our 11 o'clock coming up in about 1 minute or so.
The Goddard Rocket Launching Site is a National Historic Landmark commemorating the launch site of the world's first successful liquid-fueled rocket. It is located at 20 Upland Street, Auburn, Massachusetts, within the Paccacoag Golf Course. The launch site is indicated with 2 markers accessible to visitors while the golf course is open. An obelisk marking the launch site itself is about 1,000 feet southeast of Upland Street at the 9th fairway, between tee and green, of the Paccacoag Golf Course. This marker may be difficult to access due to the nature of golf. The best advice for visiting is to walk the rock wall between 1st and 9th fairways. A second marker, rectangular in shape, is just off Upland Street in the northwest corner of the golf course. Dr. Robert H. Goddard launched his historic rocket on March 16, 1926, from what was then the Asa Ward Farm. The 10-foot rocket reached an altitude of 41 feet, flew for 2.5 seconds, and fell to the ground 184 feet from the launching frame. Goddard's final launch from Auburn, on July 17, 1929, was also a historic first. The 11-foot rocket carried an aneroid barometer, thermometer, and a camera triggered when the parachute opened. All 3 instruments operated successfully and were recovered. The rocket achieved a maximum altitude of 90 feet in an 18.5-second flight, covering a distance of 171 feet.
That looks like a golf course over there. That'd be... I don't see any obelisks or anything like that, but that is the general direction of where we're supposed to be looking right now. Beyond that, there was another one, wasn't there? Yes, just north of that is...
Fitton Field is a football stadium in Worcester, Massachusetts, primarily used for College of the Holy Cross sporting events. The stadium opened in 1908 as the official home for the Holy Cross Crusaders football team. The northern football stands are shorter than the southern due to Interstate 290 being adjacent to the field. Officially known as Fitton Football Stadium, the football facility is a 23,500-seat stadium, home to the Holy Cross Crusaders football team. In 1992, Fitton Field was to be the home of the New England Blitz of the Professional Spring Football League, but the PSFL folded before any games were played.
I don't see it, but it's out there. And then Worcester.
Worcester is a city in Worcester County, Massachusetts, United States. Named after Worcester, Worcestershire, England, as of the 2010 census the city's population was 181,045, making it the second most populous city in New England after Boston. Due to its location near the geographic center of Massachusetts, Worcester is known as the heart of the Commonwealth, and a heart is the official symbol of the city. Worcester developed as an industrial city in the 19th century due to the Blackstone Canal and rail transport, producing machinery, textiles and wire. Large numbers of European immigrants made up the city's growing population. However, the city's manufacturing base waned following World War II. Long-term economic and population decline was not reversed until the 1990s, when higher education, medicine, biotechnology, and new immigrants started to make their mark. The city's population has grown by 15% since 1980, and it has experienced urban renewal. Modern Worcester is known for its diversity and large immigrant population, with significant communities of Vietnamese, Brazilians, Albanians, Puerto Ricans, Ghanaians, Dominicans, and others. 22% of Worcester's population was born outside the United States. A center of higher education, it is home to 9 separate colleges and universities, including Holy Cross, Worcester Polytechnic Institute, and Clark University. Architecturally, Worcester is notable for its large number of 19th-century triple-decker houses, Victorian-era mill architecture, and lunch car diners, such as Miss Worcester.
I've never been in a lunch car diner. I think that'd be fantastic. Hello, Bruno. It's good to see you again. Yeah, sorry about the chat. With all the bugs I've been having, I'm all PTSD'd, man. And so I'm trying to make sure that everything is running right and I'm on the right screen. And so, yeah, sometimes I forget to click over and make sure that my chat is right in my face. So apologies for taking so long to get to you. That's Chris, probably. Hello, Chris. I'm flying. Tell everybody to like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Okay.
I'll call when I leave.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, so please. I know that you both probably are subscribed, but for anybody else, please, yeah. Christine says like and subscribe. So sorry about that. Let's see. Stream settings. There we go. Yeah, I miss Bruno. Sorry about that. So if we keep going this way, yeah, we're not going to hit this over here, but let's go ahead and check it out. Oh, really? Walden Pond? Like, no, I'm thinking Walton's. Well, still the place of another writer. Walden Pond.
Walden Pond is a pond in Concord, Massachusetts, in the United States. A famous example of a kettle hole, it was formed by retreating glaciers 10,000 to 12,000 years ago. The pond is protected as part of Walden Pond State Reservation, a 136-hectare state park and recreation site managed by the Massachusetts Department of Conservation and Recreation. The reservation was designated a National Historic Landmark in 1962 for its association with the 19th century American writer Henry David Thoreau, whose 2 years living in a cabin on its shore provided the foundation for his famous 1854 work, Walden Orr, Life in the Woods. The National Historic Preservation Act of 1966 ensured federal support for the preservation of the pond.
I just realized certain things are on after that last switch that I don't want on. But it is a lot of cars down there. But we don't need to be having them all visualized. Again, my apologies. Sometimes I've got my head down so much trying to concentrate on what I'm doing here. I don't. Like right now, I've got 2 monitors, but when you start moving things around, keeping the chat window open can be problematic. Trying to monitor the YouTube studio window and the OBS window, and then I jump around between Bush Talk. So sorry. I always endeavor to do better. Oh wait, what happened there? Let me reset that. And that was a lot of render lag. Popping out the chat. Will it go away? Okay.
Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 2010, contact Boston Center on 1 Tree 325. Good day.
1 Tree 325 Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 2010. Boston Center Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 2010, 4,000 feet.
Center, altimeter 29er. 9er2 radar contact continue to Basu.
Are we on nav? No, we weren't. All right, how do you bring up the flight plan? Direct to, enter.
Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 2010, contact Boston Center on 12 Tree 75. Good day.
Contact Boston Center.
12 Tree
12375.
Charlie Whiskey 2010. Boston Center Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 2010, 4,000 feet.
Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey, 2010 Boston Center, altimeter 29er. 9er 2 radar contact, continue to Basu.
"51 frames missed to render lag." Let's try that. Getting 12 frames render lag. What? Normally I don't have any. So I think something's wrong with the internet as well today. That's fluctuating, and that should be. Let's see, what does YouTube stream health say? Healthy. Hit reset. Give it a minute. Okay, we're near a place called Amherst. Let me go back over to Bush Talk. Amherst, Milford.
Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey, 2010 contact Boston Center on 128. 325. Good day.
Contacting Boston Center.
325 Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey, 2010. Boston Center Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 2010, 4,000 feet.
Cool. Okay, so we have a Space Force station up ahead.
010 Boston Center, altimeter 29er.
I should be able to see this one.
Contact continue to non-B.
So we got a space station in front of us. Over here, off to our port side, a memorial cannon. Over here, Just to our right is Babusick.
Babusick Lake is a 228.5-acre lake located on the border of Amherst and Merrimack, in Hillsborough County, New Hampshire. The lake drains into Babusick Brook, a tributary of the Merrimack River. Babusick is a warm water lake and supports fish species such as chain pickerel, largemouth bass, yellow perch, catfish, and many sunfish. During winter months the lake freezes and is suitable for ice fishing, ice skating and snowmobiling. Babusick was once a popular destination for vacationers who traveled via the Long Boston and Maine Railroad Manchester and Milford branch train. A Jewish summer camp for children ages 8 to 15, called Camp Young Judea, is on the lake.
Well, put me back in the cockpit, please.
I'm on board. I should be there in something like 13 minutes. It's just a short hop, so wait for me, okay? Great.
Oh, we turned away. We were headed right towards that space center, and now it turned. One moment. No, we're still going to fly right over it. Okay, so it should be right. We should be entering the area now. That's it. Play.
New Boston Air Force Station is a United States Air Force facility located in Hillsborough County in south-central New Hampshire. It occupies more than 2,800 acres in 3 towns, New Boston, Amherst, and Mont Vernon. It was established in 1942 as a practice area for bombers and fighter planes from nearby. Starting in 1959, it was turned into a satellite tracking station. During the late 1970s and early 1980s it was known as Detachment 1 of the 2014th Communications Squadron located at Hanscom Air Force Base in Bedford, Massachusetts. New Boston AFS is operated by the 23D Space Operations Squadron, a geographically separated unit of the 50th Network Operations Group, 50th Space Wing, Schriever Air Force Base, Colorado.
That's us. And we're passing over this little mountain right here underneath us.
The Unkanunuk Mountains are 2 small mountain peaks in Goffstown, New Hampshire, United States. The North Peak, the highest point in Goffstown, has an elevation of 1,324 feet above sea level, and the South
please stop talking.
1,321 feet. The name may be derived from the Massachusetts language term Kunkanawait. The area was developed in the early 1900s as a resort with a hotel and incline railway. The mountains are still a good spot for hiking, snowshoeing, and scenic views of the nearby skyline of Manchester and even, on a clear day, the faint skyline of Boston. They were the site of a small ski operation in the 1930s and 1940s, served by the incline railway that went up the South Peak. With 3 main trails from top to bottom, it was a popular ski destination until 1941, when the railway was damaged by a fire. A new development was planned in the 1960s for the North Peak, commencing in 1963. Chairlift and snowmaking equipment was ordered, several trails were cleared, but the project was halted by the town of Goffstown because of environmental concerns. In response to the failure, the city of Manchester opened its own area, McIntyre, in 1971. The South Peak contains transmitting facilities for many of the broadcast stations, including WIRD TV, serving the Manchester area.
Hey, thank you for tuning in today. Cheers. So, if I manage to get a B on this, pardon me, if I manage to get a B on this, then 2 more VIP flights to go, and we will finally unlock the fancy VIP flights. I want to get them all unlocked, and then probably dedicate most of next week to being a farmer's assistant and making a lot of money doing aerial spraying. It does pay the most. I don't understand why. I mean, it's great in the simulator as far as when you want to make the money. But if that's the way it is in the real world, I've been questioning, like, why is it so expensive? Can you imagine if that's what you have to do, the costs that are passed on to the consumers for that? $40,000 to $60,000 to get your field sprayed? That's robbery. We're still getting frames dropped. That's weird. Don't understand. I don't know that we're going to get any more audio tours between here and wherever we're going to. I don't see anything in our path. I need a sponsor. 21 miles. All right. Did we miss any? Nope. Pardon me a moment. I'm going to see about changing something, anything else. Okay, VSync is on. This is where it's all getting eaten up. That's what's happening. Knew something was off. Well, this is very interesting. Where are we at? This is what? Manchester. John F. Kennedy Memorial is below us. Let's see. No. I'm way off. This place is called Laconia. We're over the Opeechee Bay. Hoggus Bay. Lake Winnipesaukee. Oh, are we here already? It's been bugging like that. The camera isn't locking to the cockpit. It's putting me outside.
Lake Winnipesaukee is the lake in the U.S. state of New Hampshire, located in the Lakes region at the foothills of the White Mountains. It is approximately 21 miles long and from 1 to 9 miles wide, covering 69 square miles with a maximum depth of 180 feet. The center area of the lake is called the Broads.
Wow.
It contains at least 264 islands, half of which are less than a quarter acre in size, and is indented by several peninsulas, yielding a total shoreline of approximately 288 miles. The driving distance around the lake is 63 miles.
I think that was the airport back there. Come on, back in the cockpit, please. Oh my lord. No, it still says it's ahead.
Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 2010, you can cancel IFR. Continue VFR to your destination.
All right.
Boston Center Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 2010. Cancel IFR at this time. Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 2010 IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. Good day. Five Tree November Hotel Traffic Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 20108 miles south 3800. Ford inbound to land runway 20.
Strat speed brake. Oops, probably shouldn't have done that. And let's turn the autopilot off. She doesn't want to come down on the RPM. Full flaps. Oh man, that is a huge descent. Yikes, settle down. Come down. Oh, shoot. Oh. All right. Lesson learned here is use your speed brake. For sure. She just wants to come down like a rocket. So much so that I didn't think to get my lights on. Was too nervous about that landing. She was coming in so fast. Wow. I was worried about floating down that runway. Did I land at the wrong? No. I landed at the right place. It's like we missed a waypoint. It's saying stop and hold short, but fly to this point still.
Tree November Hotel, traffic in Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 2010 is taxiing to parking.
So maybe I have to pull out the propeller all the way to feather it.
Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 2010 is taxiing to parking.
Glad we've arrived. I even managed to catch some shut-eye, and I'm not usually...
Sir, welcome to Moultonborough. Local time is 11:34 a.m. For your safety, the captain has requested that you remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until we come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Please make sure you take all your belongings with you when you get off. On behalf of the entire company, we would like to thank you for choosing first class wings.
Yeah, thanks.
You again and wish you a pleasant stay in Moultonborough.
Moultonborough. Oh no, we got to get a B. Good, at least we got a B. He wasn't happy with that. Passenger satisfaction. I understand that landing was a bit rough. Well, clawing our way back towards an A. Clawing. I was there briefly for like an hour. Level 113. 20 attacks per round. We always get initiative. We have an amazing armor class. And we can cast like 500 fireballs around. Some magic missiles. Okay. 4:23 here in the afternoon. So that's going to do it for my live streaming today. Definitely a roller coaster day. A lot of ups and a lot of downs. But overall, pretty good. So I really want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in and stopped in today, friends and family. Thank you so much. Thank you for anybody who knew, stopped in. Please like and subscribe. Make Christine happy. I will see you tomorrow.